What's up? How you doing? Here we are, Saturday in the evening, Saturday evening post. Got my tea and I have a snack here. Manor Vienna chocolate wafer cookies. So get a close up of that. Lipton tea. Delicious. I love tea. I love tea from all over the world. Tea from China, tea from Kenya, tea from Ethiopia. Ethiopia, I have to mention it, Ethiopia makes the best coffee in the world for me. And beautiful country. I would love to visit these places, but, very far. Very far, but it's worth the time on a plane to see the beauty of these countries. Right now, the temperature has dropped, and I'll tell you what it feels like. First of all, overcast. A bit cool now. And what it feels like, it's like when I was a kid, summertime, and it would be really hot all day, and then all of a sudden the clouds would move in. And it's not going to rain, but it feels and looks like rain. But I remember being a kid in my room, you'd be in there watching a little television, and usually Saturday evenings, or, not evenings like late, but early evening, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I would turn on professional bowling, and I'd watch that. But I used to enjoy a nice shower in the summertime, especially if the shower turned into heavy showers and heavy rains with thunder and lightning. Love that. Used to sleep with the windows open at night, and every once in a while you would get a crazy thunderstorm coming through, and it would wake you up. I mean, it sounded like missiles dropping, bombs dropping. But yeah, I miss those. We don't have thunder and lightning out here. I remember trying to sleep through that stuff. Had the window with the curtains going, with the air blowing in the room. So these things here, these are product of Austria. Product of Austria. But when I was a kid, we would go down the Cape Cod, and they had a store there, and it would sell these. And I would buy one of these and eat it in no time. So here they have serving size. 4 pieces are serving size, and so that would be 2.5 of these. But I'll tell you what, to me, this whole thing is a serving size. You buy one of these, you don't buy to eat 4 pieces only, you buy to eat the whole thing. I don't know who came up with that 4 pieces serving size. Okay, so 150 calories for 4 pieces. So it would be like 400 calories for this. Well, if that's too much, then if you have steps in your house, go up and down the steps 25 times and burn it off. Product of Austria. Nice crunchiness to this. So that's 2 pieces. That would be half a serving. I don't think so. I think they should have this whole thing as a serving. Who comes up with these serving sizes? Babies. Delicious. I love chocolate. I could eat chocolate all day, especially dark chocolate. Because to me, milk chocolate, the light stuff is watered down. Man, I wish we could get some lightning right now with thunder. You know, it's another tasty treat. Same place down the Cape many years ago. There were these lollipops in the shape of a lobster, about that big on a stick, and they tasted the best. You couldn't get enough. You know, too much was never enough. It would take you about, I don't know, 30-35 minutes to finish one of those, but it was so good. Good flavor. I haven't had one of those in decades. I think probably you can get them online. Feels like rain though. I think some of the best tea I've ever had, Sri Lanka, from Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan tea is very flavorful. But I love tea. Any kind of tea. Indian tea, love Indian tea, the way they make it with the cardamom, milk. One thing with milk is you gotta watch it. Milk is explosive, so not literally, but you know what I mean. You put it in the pot, and you put the tea bags in there, and then the milk starts heating up and expanding, and literally can come out of the pot. And once it hits the fire, very difficult to remove. Whole place stinks. But you know, it's you go to Pakistan, that's the only kind of tea you'll have. Very rich in flavor. Me, I just have a tea without the cream. 9 times out of 11, it's just tea with a little bit of sugar. No cream, no milk, just the tea itself and a little bit of sugar. Sometimes no sugar. One of those cars where there's a mama's boy driving. Go home to your mama. Anyway, you know where there's lightning and thunder? The desert. If you go out there when there's a rain cloud approaching, you get a lot of that stuff. But there you get flash floods. Out of nowhere, a river forms. So you gotta watch it. But you know, I like adventure. But yeah, want to go to some far out place, somewhere that you only read about in a book, and then finally you're there. That's how I felt the first time I went to the Grand Canyon. You know, it was a weird circumstance that I ended up there in the first place, but once I was there, it was like I was looking at a, you know, geography book from 7th grade. Yeah, I had a fun time, and since that time I've been there many times. I don't even know how many times now. Lost track. But I love the Grand Canyon. Love the forest. Anything with woods. Big fan of the desert. Love the desert. I want to get a mini bike at my age and go to the desert and just go on the trails on a mini bike. We'll see what happens. I mean, I could get a full-size bike by Yamaha or Suzuki or something, but kind of have my eye on these little mini bikes. I know that's repetitive, but little mini bike called the Honda Monkey. Looks good, you know, looks good. It's not big. I could probably fit it in the back of my SUV, go all the way up to the Mojave, and then disappear into the trails. I walk the trails now because some of them are narrow. You can't put your car in there. So I've had 4, but I can go on. I mean, it makes no sense. If 4 is a serving size, then why not make it so it's an even 3 servings in here? Let's say you have 3 friends and each one you want to give a serving size. Well, one guy, he's going to end up with half a serving, and then he won't talk to you anymore. People are sensitive. People interpret things the way they want to, even if the meaning is wrong. You know, you're like, I wanted to give you a full serving, but I only have half a serving now. It's the fault of the company. Make this thing a little bit bigger, and that way if you have 3 friends with you, everybody gets a serving. Anyway, that's it for now. Till the next time, ciao.